Hey friends, welcome to today's video. Today we're just gonna do a good old-fashioned get ready with me. I feel like it's been a little while since I've done one of these. I am somewhat fresh out of the shower. I did power dry my hair, which means, you know, it's mostly dry. I brought my Dyson Airwrap up here with this attachment to show you how I style my hair. It's a great alternative to those that don't like working with a round brush, but you want that smoothness in your hair. So I'm going to show you the products that I use and how I get to that kind of smooth, sleek, blow dry look using that tool. I'm also going to do a fresh, clean, kind of minimal makeup, great everyday look, great summer look using products from Beauty Counter. And I'm really excited about this video because I did partner with Beauty Counter, so thank you, Beauty Counter. I've got some products I've been playing with for a couple of weeks. I've got a foundation that I'm super excited to share with you. It is the Skin Twin from Beauty Counter, along with their Dew Skin Tinted Moisturizer. Always love to share new, tinted moisturizers. So I think we should go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with makeup first. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I'm gonna go in with the Dew Skin Tinted Moisturizer from Beauty Counter. This is the shade number 4. It has an SPF of 20. And I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on the hand, the texture of this product. Very nice. It's lightweight, but it's not really runny or liquidy. You can see that it kind of slowly, slides down the hand. That gives you an idea of the thickness and consistency of it. I think this is a good shade. It looks a little dark, but tinted moisturizers, there tends to always be a lot of flexibility in them because they don't have as much pigment as like a full coverage foundation. So I'm just gonna go and, oh my gosh, this texture, you guys, it feels like, oh, so creamy and whipped and like buttery. Like I almost want to eat it, but I would not eat it. Okay, I'm gonna go in and I'm just going to, we're just gonna use my fingers to apply this. I'm gonna spread this onto the face. Since it's a tinted moisturizer, I typically apply tinted moisturizers with my fingers versus a brush. I really look at it as like a skincare product with a little bit of pigment to help even out skin tone, give a little bit of coverage. Oh yeah, this is nice. Okay, so the coverage on this is sheer, but pretty like good for a tinted moisturizer. I think we can expect all tinted moisturizers are not going to be, used for their coverage, but this one actually does a great job of giving a little bit of coverage, but more so evening out skin tone. And this shade is a nice shade. It works for me, but I probably would have ordered a slightly lighter shade. I think I could have gotten away with going a little bit lighter. It's summer though. We're going to be spending a lot of time at the beach this summer, so this will be the perfect product for that once my tan gets a little deeper. Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so that feels really nice on the skin. It definitely has a moisturizer skincare type of feel on the skin. It doesn't feel heavy at all. So nice. I do want to go in and get a little bit more coverage, so I'm going to go in with the Beauty Counter Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation. I am the shade Medium 320 in this. This does appear lighter than the Dew Skin, so I have been using this and it's a good match for me. It's like the perfect match for me. It has some olive tones to it. This is the consistency of the foundation. So again, similar to the Dew Skin, you can see that it's not a real runny foundation. Now I'm gonna go in and apply it. I'm gonna use my BK Beauty 101 brush, and I'm just gonna start with my fingers. This is how I like to apply this foundation. I actually like to kind of apply it in the center of the face where I need a little more coverage. I'm gonna go and blend that out, and then I'm gonna go and add more and blend the rest out. This blends in so easily. It takes no time at all. I literally just use my brush and press it into the skin. I don't even need to pull, sweep, or swipe. It just blends into the skin. Paired with the Dew Skin, it gives a good light to medium coverage. You can build it and get a little more coverage if you want, but I truly don't really need more than a little bit of this on top of the Dew Skin Tinted Moisturizer. This is going to give your skin a very soft, natural, radiant look to the skin. Not really dewy or shiny, but you're going to have a glow. It is not a mattifying foundation, especially when it's got the Dew Skin underneath it. The Dew Skin will also work great as a kind of what word am I trying to say? You can use it like a under foundation luminizer. If you want a little bit of a subtle glow, but you want to also control shine, you can use that under something like a more natural matte foundation or something that'll just give a little bit of radiance when you mix together. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. So nice. I'm gonna add a tiny bit more coverage. I have a little bit more foundation, so I'm just gonna go straight from my brush, kind of work it into the brush, build right here around the mouth and around the nose. Very nice. Skin is even. I got the coverage that I want. It looks very, very natural. So I'm gonna use a little bit of this foundation as concealer. I'm just gonna do a tiny little pump, and I'm actually gonna apply it with my finger. So I'm just gonna use my finger to press the foundation into the skin. That's how you're gonna get the most coverage out of this. Since I'm using this foundation as a concealer, I really wanna get maximum coverage there. Okay, that covered honestly as well as any of my concealers. I'm definitely gonna wanna go in and set this with powder. So I'm gonna go and do that. I'm just gonna use a nice translucent sheer powder, something to kind of blur and minimize pores. I'm just gonna press it onto the skin. When you're working with foundations that have a little bit more radiance to them, or like hydration, like a tinted moisturizer, and you set with the powder, make sure you just press with your brush. Don't go in and sweep and drag, because you can tend to move that foundation underneath. And I don't want to move anything. I just want to set everything. All right, so next I'm going to go in with a little bit of brow gel. I'm using the Beauty Counter brow gel in the shade medium. I'm going to just sweep some of this right here in the bulk of the brow. I love the wand size on this brow gel. It's a perfect size. It's small enough so that you're not going to make a mess. You're really able to control, you know, where you apply that product. Okay, now this product I'm so excited to share with you. I've been using this for a couple of weeks now. This is the Beauty Counter Lid Glow Cream Shadow is the name of this product. It's like a liquid cream shadow. I have the shade Sepia, and it's a beautiful, beautiful, like bronzy, amber kind of copper color. It is like the perfect color for summer. Let me swipe this on the hand so you can see. The consistency of this, I kind of want to say it's like a hybrid of a cream and a liquid shadow. It's a little bit thicker than other liquid shadows that I've used. It's very, very pigmented and more opaque. You can still sheer it out if you want. You just want to make sure you don't apply too much. And when you sheer it out, I would use your finger to sheer that out. I'm actually going to go straight from the applicator to my lid. And I want this to be pretty opaque. So I'm gonna take this all the way to my lash line, and I mean, you know, just kind of paint it on there. I'm gonna go and I'm really just going to use my finger to blend up and feather up that edge so I don't have a harsh edge, but I don't really want to sheer out what I've applied on my lid. I want to get as much pigment as I can there. So easy, it really doesn't take any time. I'm definitely gonna get this in some other shades. I picked this shade because I thought it was a perfect shade for like a summery bronzy look, and it's also a great like one and done shade. In the summertime, day to day, I don't really wear a ton of eye makeup. I like to choose products on the eyes that I can just sweep all over and be done. And this is definitely a good shade because it's not too dark for the lid, but it's deep enough to give some color and some contrast. So beautiful. Now you could always go in with your bronzer. If you wear a bronzer, you could always go in your bronzer into the crease to add a little definition. Next, I'm gonna go in with blush, and I'm realizing I should have waited to powder my cheeks. But it's nice because they don't feel matte or dry. I'm gonna apply a cream blush. Typically I like to apply cream on cream and then set last with powder, but I wasn't thinking and I went ahead and powdered the cheek area. But luckily I used a very sheer translucent powder, so I think we're gonna be just fine. This is the Cheeky Clean Cream Blush. And this shade, you guys, which shade is this? I will have it listed down below. I don't know that I have the shade on here, but it's a really beautiful pinky peach shade. I've been using this for a couple weeks, as you can see. The way that I like to apply it is I actually like to just really like dive in there with my finger. And I'm just gonna smile, and I like to apply it on the apples of my cheek and kind of pull it up. Now this color is a good shade for me, but it's a little on the light side. So I'm gonna be pretty liberal with how much I apply. If you are more fair skinned than me, then you probably wanna apply a little bit less. And I'm just gonna use my brush and like press it over the product, and it's just gonna blend it out. Not pretty. Ugh, I'm obsessed with cream blushes. I think they just instantly give life to the skin. They give a very beautiful, healthy, and youthful glow to the skin. They're so beautiful. And even though it's summer and most of us are like experiencing really hot temperatures, I think a good lightweight cream blush feels nice on the skin. Just gonna press that in. Oh, this is why I overdo it with blush, because I just love it. I'm gonna go back in. I'm actually gonna take the brush and press it into the product. We're gonna go and add a little more color. Oh my God, it's so pretty. That to me is like just perfection. That beautiful shade, light kind of radiance to the skin, so pretty. Okay, I got a little carried away. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take my foundation brush. I'm not adding any product to it, but I'm just gonna like bounce it right on top just so that it looks a little more natural. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Okay, next I'm gonna go back in and I'm gonna take the same cream shadow and we're gonna use this on the lower lash line. So I'm kind of creating like this bronzy, smoky, all around look on the eye. I'm just gonna run that underneath the lower lash line and I'm gonna add another layer. Why not? Now that it's dry, I wanna make it a little more intense. And for this part, I am gonna take a brush. I'm gonna take a little tiny crease brush and we are going to kind of softly blend out that lower lash line just to give a smoky look. And then we'll just softly blend out what I applied on the lid. Oh, I love that. I love a good bronzy shade. Okay, so I did line my eyes with a bronze rich chocolatey eye kohl and I lined my upper lash line and then I also lined my upper waterline, so like a tight line effect. I'm gonna go in and curl my lashes. Next, we're gonna apply mascara. I'm using the Think Big All-in-One Mascara from Beautycounter in black. Actually, the shade is Better Black. So this mascara is a lengthening, volumizing mascara. It also has ingredients that condition the lash and improve the health of your lash. And can I just say, like, bravo, Beautycounter. This brush wand is my favorite style of mascara wand because it is mess-free. It's the perfect size. It's not too big and bulky, so you're not gonna make a big mess on your eyelid. Knock on wood, I just said that and watch me go make a big mess on my eyelid. But I haven't. I've had really great luck with this mascara. So I always like to start at the root and close my eye and I just kind of wiggle back and forth and then I pull up. What you're doing here, one, by closing your eye, you're really allowing yourself to get as close to the root as you can. Look at that. I mean, that is insane. That is like barely a coat. Barely, wow. You're just gonna kind of wiggle it back and forth, and then once you got the mascara at the root of lashes, then you sweep up and pull up. Oh my gosh, like this mascara is no joke. This gives really dramatic, voluminous lashes. Voluminous, voluminous, which one is it? I like the wand too because again, it's not messy. You can use the tip of it to fan out the like edge of your lashes and it's not gonna get clumpy. It doesn't really take a lot of effort to build this mascara up. I mean, you like do a couple swipes and you are like, wow, where did those lashes come from? This mascara should have been in my like Holy Grail top 5 mascara video that went up a couple weeks ago. It really should have. If I had discovered this mascara sooner, it would totally have been in that video. It is so good. It gives a lot of volume and length, but it's separating too. And again, you can just use that tip to get the bottom lashes without getting too much mascara on the bottom lashes. You wanna be careful not to apply too much product on your lower lashes because it can look a little heavy. Oh my gosh, this mascara is no joke. This is amazing, you guys. Amazing. Look at that. I'm sold. This is amazing. So good. Okay, I'm gonna keep the lips really, really light. I'm just gonna go in with a tinted lip gloss. This is the shade Dahlia that's the Beyond Gloss from Beautycounter. Dahlia, it's a really pretty kind of like tulip pink. I like this shade because it gives enough color to the lips to where you can just wear this by itself. You don't have to add a liner or lip color underneath. But as you can see, it's also sheer enough to where, you know, it just gives a nice soft sheer gloss to the lips. You can also pair it over a lipstick. It's gonna alter the color of your lipstick a tad bit. Obviously, it's gonna lean more of this shade, but it's sheer enough to where you can wear it over like your favorite lipstick, nude lip. It feels like a lip mask on the lips. It's definitely gloss, but it's this really, how would I describe this texture? It's not thick or sticky, but it's not like a lip oil. It's kind of in between. It feels so good on the lips. I've been throwing this on when I go to the gym, just to give my lips, honestly, like a little bit of color, but the feel is what I love about this. The way that it feels on the lips just feels like a lip balm. Okay, so that is the finished look. Super simple, pulled together, not a whole lot of products, honestly, not a whole lot of products. I will have everything listed and linked in the description box that I used from Beautycounter. Let's move over to fix this hair. So this is what my hair looks like, guys, when I power dry it. You know, it's pretty straight, definitely needs to be smoothed out a bit. So I have my Dyson Airwrap here, and the only product that I'm gonna use to style is the Oribe Royal Blowout. This is amazing. It is a small fortune. I agree. I will agree with that because I know when you guys click the link, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh. The first time I bought it, I didn't ask how much it was because I thought like, how much could it be? And then they rang me up and I was like, wait, what? But I took it home because I was sold on it, and I've continued to purchase it since. It's really good, especially if you are someone like me that has really like thick, coarse hair and you lack that shine. My hair is thick and coarse, and I, highlight it every 6 weeks, so it's pretty damaged. I live out kind of, 15 minutes outside of Austin, and I have really hard water, which also takes a toll on your hair. So I really will invest in good quality hair products to kind of give my hair that life and that shine back. So we are going to use these two. I'm going to show you guys how I just kind of take, a basic kind of blow dry and make it sleek and shiny. All right, another thing I want to say is sometimes I will not, like I washed my hair today, but sometimes I'll wash it at night and just sleep on it wet, and I'll wake up in the morning and it'll pretty much be dry for the most part. I'll still have some like moisture at the roots, but it'll be about like it is now, but a little more wavy. You can do that too if you want to avoid putting too much heat on your hair. So the first thing that I do is I just section off my hair, just like if I were to curl it. I'm just gonna section it off. And I'm gonna take this product, I'm gonna kind of spray it. You wanna get about 10 inches away. You don't wanna get too close. This is an oil, so you don't wanna spray too much of it. I might have even sprayed too much of it. And you wanna spray it far back just so it gets a lot of coverage and you're not having to like spray, to cover the whole area. It's just a very light mist. That's all you need. And I like to put on the highest setting. I love this tool because even on the highest setting, it's not like super hot. You can also adjust it here as well. So I pretty much have both of the little, what do you call these, switches all the way up. And let me turn this off because audio. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just place the brush right at the root. I'm gonna let it sit for a second and dry that root, and then I'm gonna slowly pull it down. So a couple things. The key is coming from it at the bottom versus the top. You're gonna get more volume at the root that way to come from the bottom. And just let it sit there, and let the heat, the blow dryer, really dry out that root. If you don't get the roots completely dry, that's when you tend to get, frizzy hair and it doesn't look as sleek or smooth. So take your time at the root. And I'm basically just gonna do that on all sections of my hair. If you don't have this hair tool, of course you can use a round brush or the Revlon alternative or any really tool like this. And obviously the Royal Blowout will work the same way. So you don't need both of these. This is just what I use. So this is the finished look and style, similar to before, but obviously much sleeker, shinier, smoother. We smoothed out all the frizz and just have a nice, sleek, kind of straight blow dry without using a hair straightener. So nice. So if you don't have this tool, the Revlon is another alternative. I did a video a while back when I discovered that years ago because that tool went viral. And I will say after using that tool like over and over and over again, it's pretty hot. So be careful if your hair's dry, you don't want to use that, I think, every day. This one you can adjust the heat and it's a really great option. I haven't tried the other options. There are certainly others out there. This obviously is quite an investment, so don't feel like you need to get this one. But having a tool like this will really help assist in that straight, smooth blowout if you're not really great with navigating a hair dryer and a round brush at the same time. I will have every product that I used in today's video listed and linked for you guys in the description box. Thanks for hanging out with me as I get ready for my day. I'm all ready today. I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.